How does your product engage with audiences, and how will it be distributed as real media text? My product, Workspace Magazine, engages with audiences by distributing content that can be informational to a group of people, specifically people who want to get into video game creation, beginners, serving an educational purpose to those who want to learn how to create their own video game character so they can add it to their own personal project and personal game, which falls on what Workspace Magazine is about as it goes in depth with the content for beginners so they can better understand concepts. The cover page is the main feature in the magazine, so it's very important that this attracts the viewer's attention as quickly and fast and efficiently as possible. It has to attract their attention. So it's the reason why I chose a staff of being the main image and the cover page, as it's meant to spark curiosity and somewhat some enigma, as there isn't just much context within just the staff. Further investigating the cover, you can see it's featured with a cover line saying creating your own character, indicating that this magazine has something to do with character creation, developing a character, and all that other stuff. But the cover line makes it clear that it is a tutorial issue featured for a video game. There's even a story on how I came up with Workspaces Magazine's content, as when I was younger, I started making games on Roblox, so naturally I had to find some way in getting information, and when I found something that was good and it was reliable and actually worked, I would primarily stick to that source before going to any other source. If the main source didn't have it, I would go to another source, which I'm trying to apply the same thing to Workspace Magazine. I wanted to stick to beginners so they can see my magazine as a good source of information. As a real media text, however, it could be distributed in many ways. Most likely, Workspace Magazine could be best distributed as a digital magazine, but the rise of digital platforms on the internet has significantly changed how media texts are distributed and consumed today. Considering this, most information and products are most preferably accessed through the internet. For example, people have been using companies' applications such as Amazon or Walmart to get items and products delivered to them instead of just heading out and getting them. People prefer easy and quick access. However, it can still be distributed as a physical copy in stores, since some people still prefer to use or actually read physical copies of books today. Therefore, they still might be willing to purchase copies of my magazine through stores alongside magazines on the shelf.